Okay, thank you very much. I chair a subcommittee that you have been told is called the Governance and Legislative Agenda Subcommittee. This subcommittee was here some 1 or 2 weeks ago in Bulawayo when we met. We also had the occasion to issue to the media what the subcommittee had recommended, and we made it clear that we were going to report to the full plenary of POLAD, which is what we did today. Our subcommittee had studied the constitutional amendment number 2 bill, which government has already gazetted. We recommended the subcommittee then that we would recommend to government to withdraw the bill, to give POLAD an opportunity and the rest of Zimbabweans to discuss proposed electoral and political reforms. And then thereafter we'll have one bill that will go to Parliament. I'm happy to report that the full POLAD, which is the last decision-making body in the organization, has adopted that recommendation. So the position of POLAD now as an organization is that government would be advised to withdraw the Constitutional Amendment Bill number 2 because we feel that there's no reason to rush it. There are so many issues which are not in that bill, which we believe ought to be in any bill that seeks to amend our constitution. And we believe that as POLAD, there ought to be enough scope for dialogue to provide for. So that is the position now. And when we say the full POLAD, we mean that all political parties in POLAD, including ZANU-PF, in its POLAD presence, has accepted that. And the relationship from here now is to go to government, not to any other political party. So it's up to government to accept our recommendation or not accept our recommendation. That, I think, is the most important thing that has come out. The second thing that has come out is that, of course, we have gone also into the bill itself. We found that the bill is areas where you would accept. There are very few, but many of the areas that are in the bill, we feel they are unacceptable and ought to be debated further. But I need to say here that one area which is of interest to the public, which has come out of POLAD, is the area relating to the judiciary. All the proposed changes to the judiciary which are contained in the bill, we totally recommended a rejection of those proposals so that we remain with the current constitutional provisions on the judiciary, meaning that there must not be a change to the mandatory retirement age of 70. There must not be that provision which is suggested, which would have every yearly yearly extensions up to 5 years for judges of the Supreme Court and the Constitutional Court. That we have made clear. I think that, and then POLAD they have adopted a position where POLAD will come up with a draft electoral and political parties bill. We are going to be recommending a total bill as POLAD. We will draft a bill which we believe contains all the electoral laws, including, and that we will submit to government. And we also have a bill that will deal with what is required in Section 210 of the Constitution, a complaint mechanism in areas of misconduct relating to security forces. The POLAD has accepted that. These are our recommendations from our subcommittee to the government. That, I think, is what I can say.